Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Greg, and this is the Lost Wrench Garage. We're back at the Spitfire. We're going to keep at this thing until we got it moving. Got the seat cushions in, the backing, the foam backings for it. So we'll probably do that and some carpeting. We're moving ahead slowly, waiting on parts, work on it. It takes time. But I was shooting for to have it done by this end of this month. I don't know. We'll see. It is what it is. So grab yourself your favorite beverage, sit back, and let's do this. Okay, this is our channel shout out for this video. Freezer Bound Outdoors. He's only about an hour or so away from me over toward Clarion, PA. As you know, I have another channel which you guys should go check out and subscribe to. What the hell? It's called Go Outdoors. This is my other channel. I got 2,400 subscribers and over 400 videos. If you like the outdoor content, fishing, hunting, camping, whatever, go over and check it out and click the subscribe and hit the like button and leave a comment and all that good stuff. Back to Freezer Bound Outdoors. I'm going to do a shout out to Adam. He has just over 2,000 subscribers, 394 videos. Great outdoors channel. Pushes the things for outdoor enthusiasts and to get kids outdoors and doing outdoor hunting, fishing, camping, all that stuff. What we are talking about today is the YouTube Creator Rendezvous, which is coming up May 17th, 18th, and 19th. It's a couple weeks away from now. If you're a YouTube creator or are thinking about becoming a YouTuber, come on out. Get hold of me. Go to Freezer Bound Outdoors channel. Get hold of him. You can look us both up on social media, Facebook, Instagram, etc. Get hold of us that way if you want. You can go to our description pages on YouTube. Go to our emails. Ask us about it. We'll give you about directions and what's going to go, what's going on. But Friday is usually the day we set up. We hang out. We do a few things. It's a day, just to hang around, get to meet each other if you're new. And then Saturday is the main day. But so if you can't come stay overnight, you're welcome to come for Saturday. Show up early because we do some demonstrations. We do some a fishing derby, which I host at noon. In the last 4 hours, you can win trophies for biggest fish, most fish, 2 categories, and adults and children. So the kids even get a chance this year, which we decided to give them trophies. So that's a good time. Demonstrations happen after that. Again, we have some competitions, so like fire starting competition, arm wrestling, whatever. We come up with different things. It's just good time. And if you want to meet other YouTubers, it's a good way because then you can set up and do collaborations. You can set up time to meet each other and do a collab video, which is good for your channel and theirs because it gets your information out to their audience and their information out to your audience. So there's a lot more that's going to go on. We have cooking contests. We have food. We suggest that you bring a chair If you're camping, bring your tent and stuff for Friday night or Saturday night. You can camp out over Saturday night if you want to. Bring a dish to share with each other, because we have lunch and dinner and everybody contributes. Yeah, well, like I said, just get hold of either Adam or I, and we'll let you know what's going on there. Okay, that's enough of that. So, I would really hope that you would go over to my other channel and check it out, and please subscribe. I haven't put up much content within the last couple months because I've been working on this channel pretty hard. And it's that time of year now that it's getting warm, the weather's breaking, and it's time to get out and go do things. My body just don't like the weather. So, the phone's ringing. I gotta go. Let's get to work on the car. Well, we're on the old seat cover. I cut out this piece of cloth which was attached to the front, where you can see right there where I cut it, right here, which that goes through the foam backing like it is over here, that slit. So what I am needing to do is reattach this to the new cover, which at least they left a little bit of a lip there, so I can do the same thing. I'll have to get some cloth for the other seat cover, which was I pitched out, which I should have known better. But to go to find out that the original covers have a foam padding, thin foam padding, along where the bolsters were and the sides, all the way up and around. These covers do not. So should I try to come up with some sort of padding and maybe glue it inside the cover to make up for that? That I don't know. I'm going to set this off to the side. But I got these out. This one is still in perfect shape. A little bit scuffed up on one edge, but this one has been bent over, part missing, and I'm going to look into making a set out of that same wood as I used for the door cards to put into this new cover, which they will go, let's see, this is driver's side, so the one with the hole will go in here, because I'm going to have to make a hole for the reclining lever, and then this side just slips in there, and use staples. So this is going to be a project in itself. I'm going to try, and I'm not going to bore you with, I'm going to turn this inside out, so hand sew that in there. Make these, get them installed, and then we'll worry about the padding along this edge, and I'm going to slip it on the seat and see if we're going to need it or not. If we do, then all I'm going to do is, because I'm not going to try and glue them inside the seat cover, I'll just take and glue it along this side, up and around, and the seat cover will just sit on top of it. It'll give you the same effect. I'll probably use some, I don't have any of that thin foam. I do have batting, but it will come apart over time. As you know, you've seen some pillows that do that with wear and tear. But I do have some material. I got a bunch of this stuff. This is when I help move a family member. It's just it's like it's a blanket for moving, and I'm just going to cut thickness, probably double it over, and cut it to shape, and then this, like I said, glue it to the sides. But we'll see if we need to do that first. We'll find out. So I'm probably just going to do a test fit real quick with this cover, and I'll make a little section of when I'm, installing it, and probably just test fit it right now and see if it's gonna do. Neighbor shooting for some reason, probably killing a groundhog. Let's move this seat over here, make some room, and we'll see how well this fits without even doing anything to it right now. I haven't done anything. I put the seat base on to know how high the cushion needs to go. See, the bolsters ain't lining up. Because this is not glued in. See, and that's why you need to have that piece of cloth to pull this back. I'm thinking about gluing this part with a light tack to the foam. I think they'll look good whenever they're finished, nice and tight. This is so loose right there. It's like there's supposed to be more padding, but the bolsters do take the new foam, and it does take up the bolsters. I know these are cheap seat covers. I should have just bought the bullet and bought high quality ones, but you look at the price of seat covers for these cars, holy crap, it's like, you're insane. But we'll make it just look, that's good. We did get the bottom done and it looked pretty decent. I am not a professional upholsterer, and you probably noticed on the sides that the hog rings do show. I don't care. I'll just take some black Sharpie, hide them. I don't care. If I decide to do a full restoration, which I doubt, then I'm just getting the car to where I can go have fun with it. I'll probably, me and the wife were talking, would probably turn around and be selling it sometime. and move on to the next project, which I've been known to do for many, many years. But the next project, I will buy a car that I really want to do a full restoration on. But it is coming along. It just feels like it should have padding in there, you know. But the back is pretty. Once she's taunt, you might take up that. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to fight with it. Well, I am not liking it. I have tried and tried and tried to get it sized up right. This is pulled up tight in the back. I got it through the foam going down and around, and it's pulled up tight, so that's tight right there. But this is so loose, and I got this tight pulled this way. So, and it's just, this seat cover is definitely not a good seat cover, but it is what it is. I think I'm going to have to pull the cover back off and turn it inside out, push this through the foam, glue, because the piping is right here, and it's along the frame in the back, so that's good. But then once you get to here, it does not, the piping is not on the edge of the bolster. So if I may have to glue it, and it's kind of catty-wampered a little bit. I don't know. I'll keep at it. Well, I done glued from here, just this section to the foam. Nothing's tight yet. I haven't sucked this tight. I did not glue up here because I had to turn everything back inside out somehow. So this had to be loose up here just to get it to turn the cover back inside out. So now I'm fighting with the shape of the cover to the foam. And as we all know, all this aftermarket stuff, that looks a little better, is not perfect. Nowhere near perfect. So I'm just going to fight with this. I'll get it to where it's good enough. Get it to where it's snug, shaped decently. I'm not going for show quality. I'm going for function. But main reason is because I want to get this seat done, to get it back into the car, finish the carpeting, and finish the electrical. I need to get on the exhaust, get that mounted and repaired and mounted, and we'll be so close right now to after that is we possibly could fire it up. I still got to do brake lines, but it's just the list gets longer and longer, and time wise I don't have, so I'll keep at this. Well, I'm kind of happy with the results, not with these puckers, but you know, hey, I got it all tight, got the adjust handle on, got her in place, remounted. So hey, it's good enough. I'm not out to impress anybody. But so now I'm going to start on that side. Get the vacuum out, vacuum the floor, get the sound deadener in, start putting the carpet in. And once I get that all done, I got to clean the seat bracket, get it mounted, and then I'm going to start. I got to start on the other seat, get the base done and the back done. So, but the main thing is I got a seat to drive it, so that can always come later on. The main thing is, like I said, is get it to where it's running, driving, and then it's just the little things, you know. Just so the main things are right now. I can even wait on doing the carpet, but it won't look good. You know what I mean? It'll look okay, but it's doing the brakes, get them all bled. The exhaust, get it fixed and get it on. Someday I might put another exhaust on it. I might make one. I don't know. We'll see. It's just to get it up and running. Electrical, get the dash all finished up. I want to get that done and out of the way. The door card, I can get to that when I do the seat. You know, then I got the 2 quarter cards that go behind. But that is not. That's form, not function. So that can wait. So brakes, exhaust, electrical, get it running. So we'll hopefully be getting somewhere soon. Hopefully. Yeah, you're hearing a lot more of my long guys here. But I got that seat in, as you seen earlier, and sound deadener in, carpet in. Looking a lot better. Now it's just a fight with this seat bracket and the seat, but that can always wait. I can always go have fun with it the way it is. So now I am gonna try and clean up a bit. I got a hell of a mess going on in this garage. But I need to put the door sill on. Forgot that. I got to get it out of the trunk. So we'll put that on next, and I guess go from there, huh? Yeah, I got that door seal in, so that's looking good. I found out that this piece of leather went along the upper section of the door just to hide some stuff over there, but I ain't gonna worry about it. I got the window seal and felt for that side, but I need to do that door. I need to pull it off, redo the door card and the capping, but I need to make these sections here too. So that's going to be a project in itself. I got to do both sides. And I'm looking for seat belts to replace these. Driver's sides are pretty frayed in spots, and I don't trust that. So anybody has a set, hit me up. Got a few things to do with the lights on the dash. Like I said, steering column I have loose right now to get that in. I couldn't get the wheel off. I had the wheel off before, but it won't come off now. And I guess that's a good thing. Let's see. So the next thing I would like to attempt, probably do it this weekend, is the brakes and the exhaust. I'm going to set these screws for get that all anchored down. Still need to put in the H frame, which I'm debating on recovering. I need to make these for my seats, but the H frame is worse for wear, and I might just recover them. But I'm not going to run a radio. You guys think you like radios? I don't like radios if I don't have to, but that's what I'm going to run. Put the oil pressure gauge. This is the amperage, or volts. This is amperage. So I don't know if I can do that or not, but we'll see. Then I have this other set of gauges. It's oil pressure and amps. So if I don't run this, then I might just make a plate to run the oil pressure gauge that I have in the car. Well, for the car. It's not in there. You've seen back in a couple videos I put oil pressure gauge on. Maybe a couple switches. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. But we're getting there. Okay, I started messing around with some of the the lights and stuff just to check things out. I got the ignition on right now. We'll go to our parking lights, which is halfway up. We got a light there, light there, light there, light there. I don't know about the quarter light on the other side. This, I'm not sure if it's even a light. We'll find out. But we got running lights there. Nothing there. So I'm kind of wondering, I'm going to have to look into these and see what's going on there. And I don't know about this quarter light. Yep, that's working. So we got clearance, running lights. But once I go and turn it to up the headlight, there is nothing. Nothing. So the thing I found out is that you got on the steering column, you have high, or you got low, and then you push it down for high beam. There is nothing. Again, nothing. But if I pull it back, dip, we got lights. So I need to check that circuit out. Find out, okay, what's going on? Why do I have dip the pass lights? And that's besides the point. We'll turn them off. And we'll go to turn signal. We'll push it down for the left. Nothing. And the hazard light comes on. But I have clearance light here. Okay. It's running lights. That's out. Now I still have the headlights on. Why is that? That went out. So what is going on here? See, and then I must have something. Once I turn signal on, look, hazard light comes on. Starts. Why does the hazard light come on when it's a turn signal? See? Nothing here. So I'm going to have to check those circuits out. We do have a turn signal there. But we do not have, that's for the right side. And then we go to the left, nothing. It lights up, but like it wants to flash, this one does not. So, but if I go and turn the 4-ways on, it was working earlier, that side, but we got 4-ways. So, I got electrical, I got to chase down. So, then the hazard light doesn't come on. So something is not correct. And the dash lights do not come on. What else was I gonna check? I didn't. Oh. So I got to check. Whenever you go to turn your dip lights on, the oil light comes on. So I don't understand that. You go to turn the ignition on, and those do come on. The high beam does not come on. That's supposed. I think I might have those backwards for the high beam, so I'll have to switch those. But yeah, and I don't want to button down the dashboard just yet, because I'm not done with it. And I got to check out all the lights, and then I got to put the clamp back on the steering column, get it all in place. Yeah. So I got electrical issues I got to tend to, but no big. Oh, excuse me. No big deal. We'll get her. Okay, well, I am done for today. I am getting tired. I came out about 9. It's about 2:30 now, and we got a lot done. I'm happy with the carpeting, but the seat's kind of still bugging me a little bit. But as you're seeing, electrical, we're going to tend to that, and I might play with that the next day, probably tomorrow. But yeah, time for dinner. We'll see you tomorrow. Hey guys, it's the next day. I've been out here for a while, playing with lights. What a pain in the rear. I had to run in town, get some goodies. Let's show you where I'm at. Okay, we got all the clearance lights working. Go to find out, yes, there was a bulb in there. So all that is working good. I was fighting with the these sockets. They were corroded. The grounds weren't the greatest on them, so I fought with them. I finally got everything going there. So we got clearance lights now. That's the thing. Wrong spot for that. That should be for a dash light. I see the dash light. Some of the dash lights are on. Really can't see it because it's in the middle of the day. But let's flip the turn signal on. Do I got the key on? No, I don't. We got a blinker. Same up there. Now, go to the other side. We got a blinker, and you can see it flashing in the right there. So that's a good thing. Now, the issue, turn that off, and we will go to the headlights. So you flip that on, and these all the lights go out. Every one of them. I think I haven't checked the main fuse box, so I may do that and see if that's an issue. But and there's no headlights, so but if I pull back on the dip, the pass to dip switch, it's kind of sticky. They come on, so I'm thinking that's a different circuit. So I'm going to check these. I think it's the middle one, and go from there. Okay, I tested all these. They're all good. Getting good continuity across the board. So I am thinking with the headlights that it is either the way I have it wired up down below where the wire loom goes down in. So I'll fight with that. Before that though, I need to change the bulbs around to get them correct. I need to pull this knob off because I got it on sideways. It should be turned upward. I put a different good used wiper motor on it, lubed everything up. They're working fine. I gotta get wiper blades, but no big deal. So right now the only thing that's holding me back on the electrical is why don't I have running lights with headlights? So I think, like I said, I think it's in the way I got it wired down there. So that'll be something I'll fight with here. The way to test all those, I got like a power probe. It's a knockoff brand, but hey, it does the freaking trick, I tell you that. To apply power to stuff that you want to know where, if it's good to there, you know. So we'll be tinkering around with this for a little bit. I have just I put on the new upper radiator hose. They didn't have the size of hose for here, so I put the old one back on. We'll find out if it leaks or not. New clamps. I got more hose because they just have this looped off going back into the heater matrix. So they got it disconnected, really, from the engine, because they must be saying that, you know, it's too hot. I mean, you do get a water, you know, the guys say, yep, you definitely get warm. So, but I did get new hose to go from here back over to here. Then this hose goes here, goes back to the thermostat, if I'm not mistaken. Because now that's the water pump, so when water, yeah, it'll go over there, because this is what controls your water flow. It's coming out of your water pump here goes to there, and then it feeds in, comes out here and back to the manifold, through the manifold, which is stupid, and into the thermostat. So I do have new hoses. I'm going to throw them on. And we got everything hooked up over to the valve, goes inside to the heater matrix, back out and back into the tube, goes to the water pump. So I'm hoping that's the right way. I looked it up on Google. That's what they're saying. So, you know, I was thinking, because if it's coming through here first, underneath, comes up here, before the thermostat opens, it comes out, you know, comes here too. So it's all before the thermostat, so it's getting warmer water whenever it gets a chance, and whenever it does get warmed up. So either way, I guess it don't matter. But the pump, it would be pumping it that way into the matrix, over here, out to the valve, and back into the motor, and back over here. So, but wouldn't you want that before it goes into the heater, not after? So you're getting hot water in, correct? So that's why it gets hot inside the cab during the summer. You know, it just, if I have to, I can just swap this one and that one. Just flip them two, if that's the way it works. But I kept the U-shaped hose. I threw it in the glove box. I'll probably throw it in my little toolkit I'm going to build. That's going to stay in the trunk. And with bits and pieces that you're going to need. So if it ever does need done, I have it. You know, I can just bypass it again. We'll see. I don't even know if that heater core is any good. We'll find out. Okay, well, the battery says it's full. Now I'm going to tinker around with those lights on the dash a little bit and see if I can figure out what's going on with, I'm going to unplug that, going on with the headlights and why everything just cuts out. Okay, this is how far we got. I'm left this panel loose because I'm still going to have to get in there. I think I'm going to put this light, there's a thing that says lights, I guess, but I'm going to flip this on, goes to parking lights, and I did have dashboard lights, which I do. Let me bring you down in there, right there. Can't really see much right now. They're green. But as for turn signals, I got the turn signal lights correct. So that's correct. Then the high beam light, I got that correct. That comes on. Headlights come on. That's the dip switch. But I do not have running lights. See, everything goes out still when I flip it up to lights. Dashboard lights go out. So I'm going to have to figure, see, out what's going on there. There is one bulb that the ground, I don't know if it's ground or what, I got to look it up in the manual. See what's going on there. I got to hook up the map light because that might be where the ground is that goes for the headlights. I was thinking that. There's a little map light that goes there, so I might put that in, see if that's good before I button up everything. The courtesy light, it's working with the door switch. I just got to mount it. The mileage reset, mount that, and yeah, put the H bar back in and decide on what I'm going to do with that. We're getting there. Just need to figure out why I don't have headlights. Now, I done gave up for today. I'll get all that tomorrow. It's getting late. We just got company. My granddaughter showed up. But yeah, we'll get back to it tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. So I got a couple more days to play with this. I might just start on the exhaust and the brakes. That's one of the main things we got to get done. At least I do have turn signals, brake lights, and running lights. I don't have headlights, so I can still drive it. But we need to get the brakes done. And I like to move the fuel pump into the trunk because it's noisy up here on that firewall. I figured it'd be quieter, but no. But yep, it's dinner time, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Well, hey guys, it's the next day. Yeah, it's freaking raining out. Damp, a little cold. Joints are hurting. But hey, let's try and do something with the car today. I pulled the exhaust system over here to the house, and I forgot about these cardboard boxes, so they're going to be a treat. So I'll have to get a big bag, throw them in there. But yeah, you know how cardboard boxes, when they get wet, they're mush. It's like, great. But this is the exhaust system that was on the car. Go to find out that this is from the late 70s into the early 80s Monza exhaust. That I think they hand built them, because you can see the weld along the top, along the edges, the inlets, outlets. I think they built all that. What I was thinking of doing is that the muffler is in good shape. I was looking for the Y pipes and the extension, the tips. They don't make them anymore. They do make the Y pipes, but finding them in 1.5 inch pipe, which that is kind of far and in between. So what I'm thinking, I was looking at the exhaust pipes themselves. Is I can cut back so far, take out that brat, put that spacer in there to hold them together, cut them off, and just find tips. Because they patch this, because it's probably like that. But from back here, they look good. So I'm thinking I might go that route. I'm going to sandblast, or at least wire wheel and flat disc the whole damn thing. Because I thought about going with a custom exhaust, but from here from here back, where this bend is, I found a inline, looks like a glass pack, but then it has a wide pipe on the end of it. And then I would have to come up with pipes that go underneath the rear differential into either 2 different mufflers, or, which I like to put 2 different mufflers under because it'd just be way too loud with just one little glass pack. And I don't care for loud. This sounds pretty good. But, so it would be a wide pipe, and then I would have to come up with 2 different mufflers and 2 tips. So that would get kind of on the expensive side. Now, I'm not going to put a full custom exhaust on it, because now you're talking thousands, close to, oh hell, anywhere from $600 on up. No, ain't happening. Yeah, they're stainless, but that's the only bad part, is these tips. So I'm thinking I might go that route, just looking for some long bent tips, and I'm going to get the measurements on that. But I'm going to get these boxes put away in a bag. I have a guy coming to look at the utility trailer, which I cleaned up yesterday, put it up for sale. So that might go away. But I'm looking for a 16 or an 18 foot enclosed, 7 foot or wider, with a ramp door. So we'll go that route. So I'm looking around for that. I found a few. May have to take a road trip, but we'll see. I did get my boat out. If you go to my other channel, you'll see all that. So we might get a chance to go do some fishing. I'm inquiring on a new rear bumper, because I got body work to do on that. And I want to get this done so I can move it out and start working on other projects which need done. But I am going to work on the electrical too. About the headlights, I got everything else working except for headlights, which is good. I got to start on that passenger seat, get it mounted in. Brake lines. I keep saying brake lines. I just got to do it. The exhaust, as you've seen. These panels here, get them in. Yeah, so fun. Yeah, I decided I was going to clean up around here. It's just been probably a week and a half since I have done a little bit of cleaning, but it needs it badly. So I'll show you what I'm up to. I swept the floor, put some things away. I got to find a place for that heater. Threw my scrap metal into a pile, which I need to come up with a better deal. Maybe find I got that drum there, which ain't being used. I might use that just for small pieces and stuff, but then you got to dig to the bottom to get it. Put stuff away, cleaned up. Tools, I still got that corner to clean. That box, that army box, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with that. There's a chair there, which will be good just to have on standby if you're doing body work or whatever. It's a short little stool. A couple things there. Yeah, but the main thing is, look at my toolboxes. Just stuff everywhere. Drawers wide open. Piles of tools. Cans. Just a freaking mess. Yeah, and then I got all this. There's some empty boxes and stuff. So I'm going to work on the counter. I was into my electrical, so I'll probably have to just figure everything out, put it somewhere. Looking a lot better. I got a bunch of the parts out for the car. Those are going to stay there. I did clean up pretty good over here. Got rid of a lot of crap. And right now, I'm working on the H brace. And the only 2 gauges that are in the car to give you any kind of readout is fuel and temperature. So the only oil pressure you have is the idiot light. And when that comes on, too late. It's like 3 pounds. So your engine's toast. So I got this gauge, which I had in the car before. And when I had it all hooked up, I was getting close to 60 psi at idle, so that's good. I need to find out about the battery, voltage, which is battery condition, and the alternator's putting out amperage. How to hook them up. But this is how it's gonna go in the car. It's gonna sit in there like that. I gotta figure out, because they got 2 holes here. I think there's a bracket that, because it's kind of U-shaped, that comes down. I have to look and see how that's going to mount up, because I really don't care for, I mean, if I had chrome bolts, that wouldn't be too bad. Kind of set it off. But I am debating on recovering this. It is pretty loose, but I might be able to get away with just re-gluing and just clean it up. And then mounting this is going to be the other trick. How am I going to get that mounted in there to stay in there? There is, as you guys all know, there's 3 slots at the top that you mount them under the dash, old school. But I don't want to do it. I want to mount them from behind, so I got to figure that out. You won't see the top at all, I think. I'll have to go back and look. So no big deal. But I'm going to clean that up. I'm going to try and glue this stuff together just to see if it's going to work, if I got to recover it or not, and then figure out wiring. I do have my copper line, which is for the oil pressure gauge. I'm going to rerun that. And then I got to figure out lights. Those are the wires for the bulbs, so they light up. And then I got to work on the headlight switch too, so no big deal there. I can still drive it without headlights. I got marker lights, but yeah, like I said, with the exhaust, it's out there, and you got to do something with that. Can't drive it without that, and then the brake lines. So this ain't really needed right now. I was just pissing around after cleaning up. I might start pissing around with the brake lines. They need to get done. I'll bring up the schematic and look at what I need to do, get some measurements, get out all the tools, and start making lines. Yeah, it's now Wednesday. I just gave up. Cleaned up, did a little bit of work. I did get the electrical on the car, all the lights working. So that's a good thing. Thanks to a buddy of mine on one of the Facebook groups. He lives over there on the other side of Pennsylvania. Jeff, thank you for your help. Gave him a call and shot him some photos, and he said, yep, this is what you got to do. And I said, okay, cool. And, yep, we got them going. So lights are good to go. But let's see, what else? I went to the store and I got some other goodies for this gauges. I'll show you that. Now I got a mess started again on the counter. Only a couple days, you know, whatever. But this is what I'm going for. I don't think I'm going to run the battery condition light. I may. I haven't decided yet. But this is a battery kill switch, so I'm going to run that. And just you know, it's a battery insulator switch is what that is. I mean, I could mount it somewhere else. I took this gauge out, which is an amp gauge, which I do not need. I'd rather have the voltage gauge, but the main thing is the oil pressure gauge. The battery condition, I don't know. I'm kind of floating it around because I'm thinking of putting one of these switches right there for the ignition. So you gotta open that up and flip the switch to get the ignition to work. Plus you gotta have this key, and you won't be able to start the car whatsoever with this unless you tear half the electrical apart. And you know, because all this does is goes between goes from your battery to it back out to your one wire, your positive wire or negative, don't matter, comes in and then goes right back out. So it just breaks the circuit. So that means I can get rid of that, which I never really did care for, but I mean, it's a good little system. But so I'm kind of playing with that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue up all this. I'm just going to leave this. I'm just going to glue it back up to where it looks okay, and then figure out how to mount that. And we're just going to keep at it. I'm going to get at the brakes. That's my main objective. So, and then worry about the exhaust. But we're getting closer. Still got the seat to do. But yeah, I mean, that's about where we're at. If I keep filming, this video is going to be super long. It's already probably close to an hour. So there will be another part to it. And I'm going to start filming that today. So we're going to call this video on this one, this update, or whatever you want to call it, a wrap. So if you want to keep tuned in on the progress, why don't you subscribe and give me a big thumbs up and not the finger. It helps the algorithm. Leave a comment. I always try to reply to my comments. It's a good way for me to find your channel. And as always, we'll see you on the next one. Hey, why don't you go check out this video? I think you'll like it. See you later. Bye.